Frailty is not only directed by Bill Paxton, but also features Paxton as a father of 2 sons who believes that he's been tasked by God to slay demons disguised as humans. But in the years following their father's death, one son will carry on his father's legacy while the other attempts to turn in his bloodthirsty sibling. And what he shares with the police will leave everyone watching shaken to the core. Hi, I'm Cinematico Magnifico of amoralcrackpot.com, and welcome to the Nightly Chill. The first feature film directed by Paxton, Frailty remains a testament to a man who was just as talented behind the camera as he was in front of it. And for what is essentially a twisted family drama wrapped up in a tense thriller, the movie's tone is surprisingly well grounded. Paxton could have easily approached Frailty in a number of ways, and a lesser talent may have gone the easy route of upping the camp and cheap scares. And in a movie where the material naturally lends itself to visions of Jack Nicholson as the axe-wielding Jack Torrance in The Shining, it would have been very easy to get lost in scene-chewing, cheap gore, and a hollow mystery. But Paxton understood the power of the material he had in front of him, electing to let the performances shine in more subdued, unnervingly believable ways. From start to finish, you'll be attempting to devise whether Paxton's single father of 2 is legitimately crazy, sincere in his mission to slay demons, or something far more malicious. More so, you'll be left heartbroken by the emotional toll such a morally and ethically bankrupt killing spree takes on 2 young boys. Matt O'Leary and Jeremy Sumpter are perfectly cast as brothers Fenton and Adam, what with the way their increasingly rocky relationship not only feels authentic, but also in the way it degrades as the 2 find themselves taking opposing views on their father's handiwork. And together, these 3 actors feel like a family simultaneously being ripped apart at the seams and somehow strengthened by their perverse, blood-soaked family outings. It's already a difficult task to get a strong performance out of a single child actor, especially in a lead role, but to do so with 2 young actors while also playing their father, and a character as mentally unhinged as this one, Paxton was clearly only scratching at the surface of what he was capable of. Now, if there is a flaw worth mentioning in Frailty, it would be how the material ultimately feels a little thin, how the runtime feels just a little bit squandered. See, while the twisted relationship between a father and his sons, as well as the one between 2 brothers, is tense, touching, and painful to watch rot before our eyes, there's not quite enough present to fill the movie's full 100-minute runtime. That part of the movie is set years in the past. Meanwhile, the movie is bookended by some present-day scenes featuring Matthew McConaughey as a now-grown Fenton, informing the FBI of his brother's role as the God's Hand serial killer. And it's these modern-day scenes that come across as lackluster padding. Most of the movie is concerned with Fenton sharing his horrifying childhood, and while these scenes of him as an adult do eventually provide a nice little epilogue to that story, they're not all that interesting. The real appeal to the movie is the family's relationship and the ever-present question of Paxton's character's sanity, and spending 20 or so minutes exploring those relationships and that question further would have been time much better spent than watching Matthew McConaughey doing nothing of importance. Bill Paxton remains beloved and respected for his roles in a number of great and not so great movies and TV shows, but his brief career as a director also deserves some attention. Frailty fortunately highlights his talent as both. It certainly isn't for everyone due to its subject matter, but I think anyone who watches it can still appreciate it for its strong performances and grounded approach. And that's precisely why Bill Paxton's Frailty is an emotionally charged viewing experience worth chilling with. That's gonna do it for us tonight on the Nightly Chill. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and also be sure to leave me any questions, comments, suggestions for future reviews, and maybe even discuss today's movie at greater length. And as always, this video is brought to you in part by our viewers. If you'd like to learn how to support this and other projects, please visit amoralcrackpot.com or check the description below. But until next time, y'all need to make like a tree and get out of here.